2020, the Lord spoke to me. I could have missed it. And said, go and reopen the wells of Lekki 98. You will think you heard yourself. Prior to that time, I've never heard anything about Lekki 98. I knew about it, but I've never read about it. I just heard let me use the word, rumors of what God did. You wouldn't believe that this all started from 2017. In the year 2014, let me start from 2014, so I can tell you, because people like stories. The Lord began to talk to me. A friend of mine who lives in Jos till now, a pastor, we connected somewhere in Abuja. And then by September, we began to pray. And we began to pray about river. And I promise you, I kid you not, when we started praying about river around September, we pray every night. I had not read one book on revival. So I literally was feeding off what I heard from people who would pray, kept praying. The Lord spoke to me December 2014, I believe. He said, I'm bringing. Now, prior to that time, I'd never done any business. I studied industrial chemistry. After school, I went straight to forming my own company because I had people. I served in NMPC, and I had people who could help me as brother-in-law and mentors who just loved me. So I got my DPR license. Oh yes. Opened a company in Port Harcourt. So every week I'll literally fly out to Port Harcourt or Lagos. Anyways, to cut the long story short, the Lord intentionally stopped every business. I never saw headway with any of the businesses. You'll hear companies say, oh, we're going to use you. We love your zest. We love your technical partners. I have partners from Tobago and India. So we're going to use you. We love your technical partners. And once they promise that something will happen to their company, literally, and they will either fold up or move to Lagos, there will be a distraction. And I saw the pattern. At first, you think it's Ogwaye. So I went into prayers. But when God becomes Satana, there's nothing you can. The meaning of Satana is an adversary. That's the word. That's the root word for Satan. It doesn't mean Satan is not a bad word. Devil is a bad word. Satan means an adversary. The one who stood before Balaam, the angel of the Lord, was described as Satana, adversary, impeding movement. So when the Lord stands as Satana before you, who can help you? Who can battle against the Lord? That's why David said, it's better I fall into the hands of the Lord than fall into. Maybe for he will still have mercy. Long story short, the Lord spoke to me, said, by the end of the year, I'm bringing the only business to you, and it will be in music, because I have chosen you. And when you get it, say to your family and buy an upright piano. That's what you will need for 2015. Upright piano, okay. I'm a bass player. The last thing I want to buy is a piano. I could buy an acoustic guitar, but not a piano. He said you will need my presence up to 2015. I'm going somewhere with all these stories because I want you to understand how God works and why He was giving me a lot of thanks today. To cut the long story short, the business came, settled my family, did one or two things. I don't want to go into that story. And then an expatriate was leaving Nigeria and was going to sell his upright piano. And one of my boys in church came to me without knowing that I wanted to buy a piano. Says, sir, somebody wants to sell an upright. I don't know if you have anybody or you are interested
Wow, what a wonderful story. You've heard that. It could be you, it could be anybody. So just relax your mind. God is working out something for you, and He has not forgotten you. He will surely come to your needs and your rescue. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channels. God bless you. Glory.